Welcome, everybody. Here we are at Hell in the Cell. Missed the kickoff match. It was 10-15 minutes before the show started, and they didn't. I guess it already had happened, and they didn't mention it. But I'm sure they'll mention it during the show. We're starting off already with shockingly New Day versus Usos. New Day, they have new ring gear, black, purple, white pattern. They've got Xavier's up, down, down symbols all over it from his channel. New Day also has a new look too. They're coming out wearing black and red colors, jackets. And I was sitting there thinking about it. This is Kofi is out of the match. See, I know Kofi was injured, but I know that Xavier's injured too. I thought Kofi was the less injured. Well, the bell rang, and they instantly, both teams went for weapons. Xavier got a kendo stick. Usos got a kendo stick. Big E's got a chain. But I was thinking about it as they were both in the ring. This has got to be their first time, both of them, both groups, ever in a Hell in the Cell match. Jimmy threw a chair at Xavier. Xavier dodged it and speared Jimmy. And Big E and Jay are fighting over that chain. And then Jimmy came up and just beat the crap out of Big E. So, alright. We're off to an exciting start. Nobody is holding back, and this has only been like 2-3 minutes in. Big E bent the cage, diving into one of the Usos. I was going to pop it on before. One of the Usos dove out of the cage and slammed Xavier into the cage super hard, but Big E's dive right here just that totally topped it. He bent one of the side bars to the cage, diving onto, I believe that was Jimmy. Unbelievable. Xavier just used Francesca as a weapon and broke her. Call me crazy, but I don't recall weapons being available in Hell in the Cell matches. I think this is what they're doing because the New Day are so banged up. I mean, they brought out 2 trombones and beat the Usos with it. They even brought out a gong from the New Day 2-pack, the basics, and they smashed that out over over both Usos. And then the Usos retaliated with chairs, and now they're beating Big E with kendo sticks. It turned in from like dives and spots on the cage to a weapons match all of a sudden. But like I said, I don't recall weapons in Hell in the Cell matches. So this must be something they're doing because Xavier and Kofi are so banged up. I don't know. But it's been very interesting. It's been very entertaining. Woods was placed in the corner of the cage outside of the ring, and one of the Usos did the Rikishi splash on him in the corner. And in the corner, of course, was those support beams, so he had nowhere to go. He took the full-on blast of the Uso there. When you think about it, that had to have really messed him up. Big E has a big booty hole in his brand new trunks, literally right over his booty hole. So much for those new trunks. Oh, okay, they were on the outside. Big E and one of the Usos were on the outside ring apron. The Uso charged Big E. He caught him and slammed him onto Xavier, who was laying outside on the floor with his braced knee sticking up. And the Uso landed on the braced knee. That's messed up. But I think it hurt Xavier more than anything because he's over there rolling around on the ground. Man, that's crazy. This is messed up so far. New Day are in full control. Xavier grabbed 6 to 7 kendo sticks out from underneath the ring. And they have one of the Usos pinned in the corner of the cage with the kendo sticks, using them as like bars. So he's stuck in the corner. And they have the other Uso laying on top of the metal steps, and Xavier's climbing the top rope, getting ready to curb stomp him. Well, the other Uso got out and just saved him, because I was going to say, how the hell are you going to do that spot? Usos just went for a double splash in the first pin attempt of the night, and they got a 2 count. Big E kicks out. The Usos have now produced handcuffs, and they have Xavier handcuffed to one of the corner posts, and I believe Big E's handcuffed to a ring apron, and they are beating Xavier silly with kendo sticks. Why, Kofi just stands there and watches. Usos just hit a double Us, going for the 3 count. Broken up by Xavier, who is still handcuffed but off the post. The Usos in return are going back to beating the piss out of Xavier with kendo sticks. And yes, he is still handcuffed. And he somehow manages to fight both of them off. The Usos placed a chair over Xavier, and they're going for a double Us again. But he didn't move. I was expecting him to. 1, 2, 3. Well, not surprising. The New Day should have dropped the titles. They are beat up. It's not even funny. But this match was crazy. This isn't even anything I was remotely expecting. And it went for 30, 32 minutes. Everybody earned their paychecks tonight. And I would think the ring crew's got to get out there and clean up the ringside, because there's a ridiculous amount of weapons used in that match. 50 at least. Probably a record amount of kendo sticks used in a match too. Great match. I would give it a 4 out of 3.5 stars out of 4. I ain't gonna say it was epic, but it was good. So congrats to the Usos. I guess it's their 5th tag team championship. Second match on the card. It's Randy Orton versus Rusev. This is not a Hell in a Cell match. I was wondering how that was supposed to go. I don't know why it wouldn't be. You just leave the damn cage down and close the door. But, like I said, it's a regular match. So far, it's just back and forth stuff. Nothing amazing. Randy just got bounced off the ring apron into the guardrail. I can't tell if he's bruised or he's got a cut, or if that's just like grime, but it looks like he's got a cut on his chest from hitting the guardrail. This match has really just been Rusev. Anytime Orton goes to get a piece of offense in, Rusev blocks it or gets out of the way. Orton went for the RKO. He shook it off. Like I said, this is just basically a one-sided match right now. Randy Orton pulls off a mystery RKO out of nowhere and gets the 1, 2, 3 over Rusev, even though Rusev dominated the match. Well, it was Randy Orton over Rusev, shockingly, but not really. The match was pretty decent. Not the way I wanted it to end, but I guess, I don't know, Randy's the top guy. He got the win. He's been doing a lot of crying lately. Next matchup on the card is Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger and AJ Styles for the United States Championship belt. Wow, that was a fast-paced match. I should say fast, but it was a very well thought out match. Everybody should be shocked at this one because Baron Corbin is now your new United States champion. But when I think about it, that's probably why Ty Dillinger was in the match, because AJ could lose without actually losing. Baron Corbin, Mr. Nuclear Heat, shockingly, how much heat can the guy have if the guy is the new United States champion, huh? Same thing with Enzo. Wondering if all this crap is just really storyline or not, but if it involves John Cena, I would probably say there was quite a bit of truth in it. But there we go. There we have it. Baron Corbin, your new United States champion. Next matchup should be very good. Natalya Hart versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is coming out first. I don't know if it's a new outfit, but it's a very peacock theme. This match has been kind of personal with all the insults and stuff from Natty about Ric Flair, obviously. And, of course, there were some shots at Bret Hart, but it was mostly just Natalie riding the Hart legacy. Natty's coming out, and she's got new ring gear. She's got some weird shoulder pad gimmick on, but it's got these straps hanging down. She looks like Dr. Sinister in the comic books, kind of like what Stardust had back in the day, but not the straps aren't as thick, and they only go down to her waist. It's still a cool look. She spent some money to look good for this event. The Bella's run, it's basically just a brawl, and Natalie is beating Charlotte Flair. She has her in the corner. She took out the back of her leg, and she's working on her knees, just stomping on her. The fall looked a little weird when Charlotte went down. That's why I'm wondering if that was a planned move or not. And she ain't giving up. She is stomping her knees. Natalya if this is like one of her last matches, she's making it look good. She is really yanking. She just did like a leg drag to get Charlotte into the middle of the ring. But she dropped along with her leg, so it was like a rough... And it's hard to explain, but she would have extended Charlotte's knee to make the knee hurt even worse. And now she's just cranking on that knee. It's a very good submission hold. A few more minutes have gone by, and Natalie is still working on Charlotte's knee and legs with different tie-ups and holds. Stuff I have not really seen before, but it looks painful. Like I said, for a starter of the match is now Charlotte's going after Natty's ankle, but it's different, and it's they're starting like a classic match. Wear down a body part, go from there. Well, it got Natalie that ankle grab by Charlotte got Natalie to she let go of her legs, but she went right back to it when she got back up. Natalie is not giving up working on Charlotte's leg. Natalya with a menacing power bomb there. It was almost the 3 count. It was that close. Charlotte is selling very well, but she's basically to the point where she can't even really stand up on her feet. Both legs have been like taken out from underneath of her. She's doing a lot of her offense from just crawling around or kind of like sitting up on the mat. It's a different style of fight, different style of match. Natalie just went for another pin attempt, got a 2 count. Charlotte, after having her legs slammed into the steel stairs, steps outside the ring. Natty has her in the figure 4, and she somehow managed to claw her way to the turnbuckle in the corner and flip Natalya out of the figure 4 into the turnbuckle. Never seen anything like it before. But at this point, Charlotte should be like borderline crippled from what she's been taking. Charlotte just did a moonsault from the top turnbuckle to the outside of the ring. And of course, if you've ever watched her do it, she basically lands on her feet. Why would any sane person with 2 injured legs even attempt that? And of course, now she's all hulked up because she just hit a moonsault. Well, then she tried to pull Natalie back into the ring, but Natalie blocked her and is... Ooh, Natty just hit her with a chair. Why would... Natalie was fully in control of this match. Why would she go to the desperate level and go take a chair and start beating Charlotte with it? Granted, she retains her title, but that moonsault was really the only thing that Charlotte had done in the entire match. Now this is just a stupid booking finish. It wasn't even fans are booing, and it's not because... Yeah, well, to some it's because Natalie's still the champion. I think the finish was just dumb. Well, at least Natalie isn't going to be a transitional champion. like I was reading, unless she loses the belt like on right after. Well, I don't. Carmella's not coming out. There's no way in hell she's coming out right now. So she's still the SmackDown champion, women's champion. It's fine with me. Well, the Fashion Files are back, and it still didn't tell you who was attacking them and who's been trashing their office. It was an alright episode, but this Tuesday is going to be Pulp Fashion. They're going to be spoofing Pulp Fiction, obviously. Next matchup on the card, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the SmackDown World title. Shinsuke's coming out first. He's got a different ring gear on. Totally. It's very... His jacket's kind of Macho Man-ish, but it's not... The streamers aren't as long as Macho's would be. He's got black leather with red stripes on the inner leg. The streamers are red, the jacket's black. He definitely likes that type of look. And of course, everybody's going nuts for him. I don't know where the WWE gets that the fans aren't connecting with this guy. They're all going ballistic for him. I said it before, I'll say it again. I love Jinder Mahal's entrance. That right when he walks out and the stage lights on fire and it follows his footsteps. They should do that as he walks all the way down to the ring. I think that is a great visual. I know I predicted Shinsuke is going to win this, but for some reason I'm starting to change my mind. Because Jinder Mahal's been put on this Indian tour, even though it's a tour of Raw in India, but they're putting Jinder Mahal on it. Now, why would they do that? They're not going to put the non-heavyweight champion of the world, Jinder Mahal, on that tour with the Sin Brothers. They're going with him. But they put the World Heavyweight Champion, SmackDown Champion, Jinder Mahal on that tour. So that's why I'm wondering. I think Jinder's going to win this match. They are really delaying Shinsuke winning this title, but I don't know why, man. Because I guess ratings are down, but the ratings are down on both shows. You can't blame it on Jinder. But I guess they don't like to make money. That's all I can say. Jinder was in control early, but Shinsuke is definitely coming back, firing back with both legs kicking. Series of kicks. He's done that. I can't remember what that maneuver is called. He lays you across the top rope and does the knees to you. Wow. Jinder just charged him, and Shinsuke threw him outside of the ring, and then he just did a sliding baseball slide into him. Wow, and he's taking out the Sin Brothers too now. He's got Jinder set up, hanging off the edge of the mat. Knee to the face. Still has him on the edge. Now he just went for a knee drop, but Jinder moved. The Sin Brothers have been steady trying to run interference. It hasn't benefited Jinder at all any. But it looks like now the ref has just banned them from ringside. Shinsuke just hit the King Saiza, but of course the ref missed it. He's coming back in now for the 3 count. Jinder grabs the rope on the second, almost 3 count. Shut the door! Jinder Mahal went for the Colossus. Shinsuke fought out of it. And Jinder threw him into the turnbuckle. He bounced back out, and Jinder got him back in the Colossus and got the 1, 2, 3 without any help. So this is technically his first clean victory. But he's retained. He's the world champion. Sin Brothers are back out celebrating. And really, after this, why would Shinsuke get another rematch? What is this? 2, 3 matches in a row? See, I knew it was going to happen. Shinsuke had a really good match. It just, I don't know, they just decided to keep it on Jinder. Like I said, good for Jinder, I guess, man. Like I said, they're really making Shinsuke earn this. I think they're doing it because they don't want to keep making a bunch of one-time, two-time, new-time champions. And then they don't do anything with them again after that. But at some point, Jinder's losing. I just can't believe he still has the belt. But there you go, Jinder over Shinsuke. Well, coming up next, it's a Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. And it's just a burial match. It's all it is. It's to put Bobby Roode over and to bury Dolph Ziggler. I believe Dolph Ziggler will still be on the roster after this match, but I don't think for very much longer. Bobby, I think, has a brand new robe on. Not too sure. I was just a little disappointed after they moved up Shinsuke and Samoa Joe. Because I got spoiled. You get to see those main eventers for so long. I only got to see Bobby Roode once on NXT house shows. And then he was called up. Nah, I can't bitch. I can't. It's not like Bobby Roode's a young pup. He deserves his time on the main roster and make some money. But like I said, you got spoiled there for a while. Or I did, watching so many good house shows. But I think they've restocked their cupboards now after their last little purge. Hideo Itami and Authors of Pain were supposed to be called up too, but I guess they've backed off from that. Out next now is Dolph Ziggler. Let's see if he's doing a gimmick. His music's playing. He still hasn't come out. Record scratching. His music stopped. The lights are out. He's walking out to no music. He's got some sort of new vest on. It says Appetite for Destruction.
He is the greatest in-ring competitor in WWE. And what better way to back it up than to come out here with no
Maybe that'll be a part of his new gimmick on the Indies.
all business. Dolph doesn't need it.
Ziggler's in control, but I'm trying to read his new tights. Maybe this will be a part of his gimmick when he leaves. On his backside, it's like the Harley Davidson symbol, but it says Hollywood Heel on it. And then on the legs, it's... Oh, what did it say? I gotta see it again. Public Enemy Tour. No, Public Enemy Crew? Public Enemy Crew Tour. And then it has the DZ initials, but there's something written above it that I can't... It's one big word like this, and I can't read it. So maybe that'll be his new thing that he's already got set up when he leaves. Ziggler hits the Famouser midway through the match. It's been kind of back and forth, but he's been in control for a little bit now. Both men are down on the mat, just puffing and puffing. Dolph Ziggler is now in the corner, tuning up the band. He goes for the super kick. Bobby Roode swats it aside. And dropped him with an atomic drop. There you go. Bobby Roode doesn't pick back up. Whatever it was, Ziggler fought out of it and rolled him up for a pinfall. 2 count. Rolled him up again. Bobby Roode rolled him out of it. They're just repeat their... There it is. They each kept rolling each other over for the pin attempt, and Bobby Roode got him when he rolled Ziggler into the opposite corner. He couldn't roll out of it. So he beat Ziggler, and then Ziggler instantly jumped Roode from behind, got him with, like, it looked like a backside RKO. He's just sitting there staring at him right now, but I'm sure he's going to do something here. Well, Ziggler left after that. He didn't beat on Rude anymore. He just sulked back to the back of the curtain and took off. Like I said, I don't know if that's the end of Ziggler or not, but I don't think it is. I think they're going to meet one more time. Well, here's my first issue. The last match is Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens in a Hell in a Cell. One, they didn't need to run that video package again of what led to this match, which was like 5 minutes, if not longer. As of right now, there's 12 minutes for a match, unless they're running past 11 o'clock. The Usos cage match went for 32 minutes. What the hell? What type of story are they going to tell? Kevin Owens isn't even down to the ring yet, so I'm going to say we're going to eat up at least another 2 to 4 minutes of on-air time if they cut off at 11, which most pay-per-views do. And Shane went over to the side. His wife and kids are in the front row, so they're going to be there firsthand to watch whatever stunt goes down. But I don't like the time frame. If they just rush this match for the sake of rushing it, that's why I don't like a McMahon in the match. This is a money grab. That's all it is. If the Usos and New Day get a half an hour in a cage, they should get at least 20, if not the same amount of time. There wasn't a lot of matches on this card to begin with. Oh, and I did find out the pre-show kickoff match. Of course, Shelton Benjamin and Gable won, but I don't think anything happened between Riley and Ryder. There we go. Well, Kevin Owens has some new gear, I guess, or it's a shirt. It's kind of clingy to his body, like it's spandex. So I don't know if it's supposed to look that way, but it's gray and black, and it kind of reminds you of that Seth Rollins outfit that he wore not too long ago. See, Owens isn't even in the ring yet. We got 10 minutes. Owens walks into the door. Shane baseball slides and hits him. They're fighting outside on the arena floor right now. Shane is doing his hammer fist punches that he does. He just threw Kevin into the guardrail. Now, oh my god, he literally is. His punches are so bad. You can see him missing Kevin's face. Ugh. These camera angles are so telling. They're showing how they're exposed. Either Shane's that bad or it's exposing the business. Shane is still in control. Now Kevin just threw him into the cage. He went to go and throw him into the guardrail, and Shane tripped over his own feet and fell. Shane McMahon just hit a spinning sidekick on Kevin Owens. Never seen him pull that. Never seen him do anything like that. Now Owens is in the cage, holding the door shut so Shane can't get in. Shane's making sure the door is now locked behind them. Kevin Owens has been in control. He got Shane right in front of his kids, and he's grinding Shane's face in the fence, going, "Take a good look at your daddy." And then he just chucks him back behind him, and he starts doing Shane's little dance. And his kids were eating it up, laughing. Now he just chucks Shane into the stairs and into the camera guy, it looks like. Owens still totally in control, just hit a massive cannonball in the corner on Shane, going for the pin. 2 count. Everybody wants to talk shit about Owens' size. McMahon is just taking a beating. He's not doing anything. He's all red-faced and huffing and puffing, and Kevin Owens has all the stamina in the world to talk his crap into the camera, and he's barely even sweating. Now that had to hurt Shane like a mofo. Kevin Owens went for a flying senton off the top turnbuckle. Never seen him do that. Shane put his knees up and blocked it. Shane, you could tell it hurt him because he is losing his mind right now. I want to see if Shane can stand up. Shane is hurting. He's limping. He's hopping on one leg just to go and punch Kevin Owens. God, that had to hurt. It'll be on a replay. I'm sure you'll see it on Raw or something. Throws Owens into the ropes, hits him with a flying elbow. He's dancing. The adrenaline must be kicking in. Or he's a hell of a seller. Shane with a swinging DDT. He's definitely been studying up on his moves, I'll give him that. But not his punching. Now he's going outside the ring, climbing the ropes really slowly. Whoa! Shane went for a shooting star, but Kevin rolled out of the way. Has he ever done that before? I don't think he's ever gone for a shooting star. Wow. Now Kevin Owens is climbing the top, or climbing to the ropes right after Shane. Shane's laying on his stomach in an awkward position, so I don't know what the hell type of move he's going for. Oh, he splashed him. 2, almost 3. Kevin Owens is screaming. Kevin Owens trying to end it through Shane into the turnbuckles, or the ropes, going for the pop-up power bomb. He had him up in the air. He was about to bring him down, and Shane threw on some like MMA-style armbar and brought Kevin Owens down. He's got him in the armbar and like some leg submission around his head and neck. That was pretty damn smooth. He got out of it. Owens crawled his way outside of the ring, and Shane couldn't keep the hold. Now Shane's wrapping him back up into like a similar hold outside on the ring apron. I think I know where this is going. Owens is picking him up and just slammed him on the steel steps that Owens had monkeyed with earlier in the match. Well, the crowd is chanting for "We want tables," and Kevin Owens is appeasing them. He just pulled one out, and he's setting it up in the corner of the cage. Owens climbed on the ring apron and did a cannonball, but Shane rolled off the table, and Owens ate it in the corner. Shane just hit a huge coast-to-coast, and he's looking to climb the cage, it looks like. Kevin Owens set up Shane on the announcer's table. He made it look like he was going to jump off the guardrail, and then he looked at the top of the cage. Now he's scaling the cage to go and jump on Shane on the announcer's table. Owens kind of chickened out on top of the cage, and Shane met him on top of the cage, and they are now fighting hand and fist.